Oh, what's going on, everyone? It is New Year's Eve. Boom, there it is. It's 5:22 on the West Coast. And I'm coming at you live to sharpen again. So, yeah. I got this thing's pretty fun. I don't know if anyone actually uses these, but this MagSafe chargers, the ones that are magnetic, that just pop onto your phone, or even with a case on it, they have little magnets in it. I mean, I obviously knew they existed, but I never thought about getting one. And then I spent the $30, and it's actually really handy to have on your desk. I just plop it down, and it charges, and it looks cool too. Bloop. So, in our previous installment, we have people? We have people? Hello, Tom from Facebook user. Hello, Facebook user. So this is the edge we just sharpened here a couple hours ago. 10 VDLC, sharpened to 400 grit, and stropped with 3 micron gunny juice. It was done on the Cadet. I actually stropped with one of these bad mamas, a kangaroo strop, instead of a paddle strop, and it turned out like so good and so sharp that I think I'm gonna have to start the switch. I'm figuring out the switch. This thing is so sharp. And it looks nice. And it was fast. I don't know why I'd never do it. I have all the stuff to just drop on the machine. I just never do it. How am I liking the Hapstone RS? Hapstone RS, which is right here. A few knives out of the way. Is great. For the price, it's fan-fucking-tastic. For $200, this is a killer sharpener. Combine this with cheap stones, good stones, whatever stones you want. You can get a setup between $250 to $600 or whatever, depending on the stones you get. But I think it's fantastic. This is the next step up from a KME. Or if you want to skip the KME step, this is it's a great first sharpener too. Easy to use. I'm getting used to the knob. It's a little bit different to use than my Cadet. It's very well made. It looks cool. It's very scientific-y. It feels like you're using scientific instrument. Stuff's easy to dial in. It's thought out well. The clamps work good. The clamps will hold a big giant wide knife or a pocket knife really well. So I dig it. It's a great sharpener. I don't know why it's so cheap. I'll rephrase it. I know why it's so cheap. I don't know why everything else is so expensive. Makes sense why this thing is cheap. It's just simple. Maybe we'll use that. Maybe. Good to hear. Got mine assembled, but not got to use it yet. Yeah, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun to use. Make sure you use a stock collar. If I'll do a demonstration, I'll show you it. Make sure. I'm also interested to know if yours came with a stock collar, because I ordered one, and I had one inside the box though already, and not an extra one. So just make sure you use a stock collar, because that's the way this handle works. It's really easy to run the stone on the face of the blade. I did it. And it's really easy to do with the way this one's made. So this is one we sharpened last night. This is an S90V Native Chief. Smooth carbon fiber scales. This is a sprint run. These are so cool. It's such a cool knife. They don't weigh anything. They're longer than a military. They feel good in your hand. They have great ergonomics. And you have a pocket sword. I mean, look at that. Well, because we wanted to get this thing to be really aggressive, we only sharpened it to 150 grit. And I wanted to see what it looked like just doing that. And it turned out, basically, it looks like a factory edge in just one stone. But it's very, very sharp. But this was just one stone, which is kind of fun. That like figure out that you could just, if you had to sharpen on one stone, you can just use one stone. What up, Jesse? Got my Martinelli's apple cider here. It's delicious. So, digging through my case, looking for things that aren't sharpened yet. I found a few knives, but I think we're going to sharpen this DLC native from GP Knives that I have here. Let's move this other stuff out of the way. Man, I fill my office trash can up a lot with packaging from boxes coming in. It's crazy to see how different people pack stuff. Holy shit. Like the way people pack things when they send, I understand people have very sentimental attachments to knives, but I don't think people fully think through the process of like protecting their babies. And when they send it to me, they tape it in such an obscene way that I'm going to end up damaging it trying to get it out of the package. So it doesn't really work out. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. Sometimes people wrap things with like 6 layers of tape and duct tape to the side of the package. And, oh, I get it, but please don't. Think of the user. Think of me. I have to unwrap the damn thing. What am I doing? Oh, yeah, we're going to sharpen this. Do you guys want to see me use the Cadet or the Hapstone RS? What system do you want me to see me use? I can use either. Here's the Cadet. It's set up here. Hapstone's over here. So yeah, this is a Rex 45 Manix lightweight, the Stormtrooper knife. It's from GP Knives. It's like $130, I think. Maybe 100, yeah, 130 or 135, something like that. And this is such a badass exclusive. Holy shit! The white works so good, and it doesn't get dirty. Or you can dye whatever you want. But DLC blade, I'm starting to grow on me, and I like Rex 45. Since people like seeing it and no one's answering, I guess we can. Oh, there we go. Someone asked for the Cadet. Thanks. I kind of wanted to do the Cadet because it's just easier. So the Cadet jaws, I have Plastadipped. So this is the center clamp. This piece came from the KO3, which is the big system, but you can buy the big system that comes with this clamp. and the clamps that come with the Cadet are like big, and they work, but it's hard to get a knife centered in the clamps with the ones that come from the factory. So you have to buy this dumb thing, which is $100, but it works really, really well. I have to admit it. But you have to plastic dip. You don't have to. It's nice to plastic dip the jaws to give it just a little bit. It feels weird putting metal against metal, especially if it's DLC against metal. You're gonna leave marks, so I don't. It's like having some protection there. It's also why you chamois cloth. But we're gonna do this sick ass Mannix. How are you guys celebrating the New Year's besides watching me sharpen? I'm sharpening for New Year's, which is honestly awesome. There's a good one. So we're loading up the Cadet. So this is what is considered the standard sharpening stone. And the reason that is because it's called an Edge Pro form factor. So these little lips right here, those are like what the industry decided is going to be like the standard, and it comes from the Edge Pro sharpener. So that's the style most stones work. And they kind of copy all that. 6x1 is the standard size, and it's because of Edge Pro. So GP Knives is pretty cool. I've been talking to their owner a ton on Instagram. He joined the group, and he thinks what we're doing is so cool. And so he sent me these to promote stuff, which is awesome. And I still need to do a giveaway because he sent me 2 of these. Oops, I almost caught myself. I need to give one of these away still. So we're drawing on the edge of the Sharpie. You get practice at this, and you get pretty good at keeping it right on the edge. And sometimes you slip, go across the face. It's kind of annoying. If you do it right, there's no cleanup. This is why it's important. Okay. Set 17 degrees. 17 degrees is the angle that Spydercos are supposed to be sharpened to. It's right on right there. Already set up from the last knife I did. We're going to do some tape action. Tape action on the Ricasso. Let's see what's going on. I sharpen all Spydercos to 17 degrees, and that's primarily most of what I sharpen. So I sharpen a lot at 17 degrees, which is right here. I know where it is because I go there a lot. But other knives, I just match what's existing angle on the knife usually, unless I'm trying to reprofile or fix damage or have a reason to change the angle. I just sharpen to whatever factory is, but factory for Spyderco is 17. I will probably be asleep before midnight. I'm old and boring. That's totally okay with me. So will I. That's why I'm doing this now instead of. I was going to do this late night. I was thinking about doing a late night session, but I don't think I'll pull it off. So I did an earlier one. Yep, kicking it at home. I don't think people like party like I did when I was in my 20s. I don't think it's cool to party like I did when I was in my 20s anymore. Like this Gen Z, these darn kids. New Year's Eve when I was like in my 20s, it was fucking dumb. I hated it. But you had to get dressed up in douchey clothes, which I loved that part. But and go stand outside in the freezing ass cold, the winter club, have to piss the whole time, expensive drinks. I get too drunk. It sucked. I don't know if people go to clubs anymore though. Do they? So we protected the DLC. Now we're gonna see how the angle lands on what's existing. And it's sliding right on it. When it's right on the right bevel, it will like glide, and it's gliding. So we're at the exact right angle. Oh, I love it when that happens. Never happens, but it did. It's awesome. Okay, now we're gonna check our stop collar right there. Make sure we were clearing. Never hit the knife. Sounds good. And if we can use a stop collar and use tape, in theory, we should always, not have to worry about the DLC coding. So we don't really have any profiling to do. All we're doing is just lining it, like removing the surface and putting our scratches down and trying to lightly create a burr, but we're right at the right angle. So we're going to take a second here and we're going to quickly make a heel. Okay, we got a heel. We're done with the heel. That's all you got to do. Heels are super easy. Look, square. I don't know why that steel that's on a heel, though, is so fucking easy to grind out. It just kind of goes away and makes the edge look nice. It's not hard. I don't get why. So yeah, just shove your stone up against that flat grind and scrub away, and usually it turns out pretty nice. Okay, now I just kind of fade that out into the edge. Tear up the surface up. See how this side looks. Man, if we had both sides land right on it, oh, that'd be awesome. We did. Oh, it's right where it's supposed to be. Whoever was on the grinder this day did their job. Things ground well. I've seen some really bad grinds lately. Not saying that Sparkout QC is going down, just that now that I do this professionally, I pay attention to it a lot more. There are some really bad grinds, but this is a really good one. It's at the right angle, and it looks nice to start with. It's not hard. Okay. Heels easy. Okay. Doing the heel. Try to get the tape back over there. My DLC heels never look quite as nice as my satin heels because the tape keeps it just a little bit pushed off of the ricotta. There we go, all done. So they're nice, but they're not quite as nice on DLC. You have to pick a place to stop so you don't grind it off. Okay, Michael, you got to tell me this. Do you have an alert set to my name, or how the hell do you always catch my lives? You like, I'm just curious. You always get it's I appreciate it. How do you always catch these? Okay, we have a burr. So we were right on the right angle. Created a burr really quick. The X45s are really easy to sharpen steel. So you can hear the burr. We're taking it off. So now we're just kind of make it look nice. Some backward strokes, mess it up. And then forward strokes. We'll get in the light, look for any shadow problems. It looks nice. Other side, we got a burr. Sometimes steel is just easy to sharpen. Like this isn't easy to sharpen steel because of the burr, because you can feel it really quick. This thing's well ground, but even at the right angle, this one, like you just sharpen it just a little bit and it does what it's supposed to do. What model Spyderco do I find me most challenging to sharpen? That is an interesting question. I haven't sharpened, and it bothers me because I don't know if I want to try. Is it a subvert or a dodo? Dodo, I will not do. I can't do. But my subvert that I own, I would love to sharpen, but it's kind of got a recurve on it. The tip's not scary to me. I can do the tip portion of it, which is really funky. But the recurve, I don't like doing recurves with my stones because it's like painful to listen to it. Yeah. So I'd say subvert is my answer. Yeah, dude. This last week for me, I've been at home with two kids and like not doing exceptionally well. So I needed some distractions. I got my screen time report, the little stupid thing that pops up on your iPhone saying how many hours you're on your phone. It was like 12 hours a day last week. I was doing something with my phone. After 150 and 400, what will be the next two stones you recommend? 800. The 800 grit stone I like because it kills the burr very quickly on its own. You just go one pass over the burr and it kills it with 800 grit stone, and it leaves a semi-polished finish. Then you can choose either you want 2000, the 2000 grit stone, which will give you what most people consider a mirror, a good enough mirror for anyone's honest usage. You can do off the 2000 grit stone, or you can go like get the 80 grit stone and do like chip repair or tip repair. So if you want four, get the 800 and then choose between the 80 or the 2000, depending on what you want to do. Okay, we're going to switch stones to our 400 grit now. Always, it might just be me, but always double check that your stone is seated all the way in these clips, because sometimes it'll be like halfway sticking out and it will still close and hold it in place, but then you'll be at the wrong angle and you'll be fucking yourself up. So just make sure it's always locked in place right. So we're not going to spend a ton of time on 400 grit. We're going to reduce the burr, polish up the bevel. Now we're going to go backward strokes, rough it up, make sure we got everything. So we got a burr. It's a little bit smaller now. We still don't have a very noticeable burr. Now we're going to do a pass, kind of just trying to minimize it. Especially at the tip. The tip section's got a nice burr. So we want to get as much of the burr off on the stone as possible. You can get it off on the strop, but it's not as clean. Okay, how's our look? Looks great. Our heel, it's going to tuck back in this electrical tape. I think it looks good. Yeah. Good enough, anyway. Let's do a little pass on our heel. I don't think we really hit it. Okay. Okay. So now, since we're doing my new thing, we're going to take this, we're going to strop it on the machine. And since I had such good results with the last steel I did, I'm going to do it again. This is a 3-micron Gunny Juice kangaroo leather half-stone strop. And the first and most important thing you need to do when you strop or change stone types or thicknesses on any type of machine is you need to adjust for the thickness of the stone difference, because otherwise you'll be at the wrong angle. So for example, the stone that was in here was at 17 degrees. So we're going to put a strop in here now. If I put the strop in here and don't change anything, it's at a bit more than that. It's at like 17. It's more than that. It's like 17.2. So it's like a little bit off. That's not a huge difference, but depending on how thick your stones are, it can really throw you off. So what we're going to do is we want to adjust with a stone thickness compensator. And this should get us where we should want to be. Just that thickness. And now we're at the right angle. So now we're just going to pull strokes on the edge. Careful lifting off the tip so you don't snag it. I snag it all the time, but it sucks. There's no reason to work the tip, really, but I always want to. It's always like I want to get as much shine evenly as I possibly can. Even though we're not trying to shine the edge, we're just trying to pull the burr off. Okay, now we're going to do one more quick pass. I really do like having 6-inch stones over like the KME has 4-inch stones. It makes working with stuff just a lot easier. You have so much more real estate and length to pull through the edge. Get a lot more work done. Okay, all done. Moment of truth. Taking the tape off. See how the heels turned out. Flip side looks great. Oh, it turned out fantastic. Okay, good. A 10-second heel. Good stones will do wonders. You can do that so fast. Literally a couple seconds. So now the test. How sharp is it? Oh, it's sharp. Oh, it's real sharp. I love doing curly cues. Ooh, it feels so nice. Cutting. So nice. I will sit here and do this for an hour sometimes. Like, I just love this feeling. It's so satisfying. Especially when you made the edge. When you made the edge, this becomes very satisfying to do this. Woo, that's fun. Yay, we did a thing. Sharpen this knife. It didn't need sharpening. We sharpened this knife that never cut anything. I don't even think I tested it beforehand. But now it's really sharp, so that's cool. And that looks really good. I love sharpening because there's different points you get to. Oh, fudge factor. I'm back, and it was still here. I don't know how long I was frozen for. Sorry, man. That sucks. Google Chrome sucks. Ooh, sure. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. Now we're using Firefox. Let's see how that goes. Computer's humming along. Shopping for last minute knife deals and groups as well. Ooh, that's a good idea. I was here watching CNN New Year's something extravaganza bullshit with Anderson Cooper and Andy Cohen. It's a party. So what's up, dudes? I will definitely keep them coming because it keeps me motivated to keep on sharpening. I guess I can show this off again. Could probably have someone different in the audience. This came into sharpen on yesterday, I think, or the day before. It's Alan Elishewitz. So people send me some wild shit, but this is the wildest thing I've gotten yet. A $1,500 knife, but it's feels like it's so much more. It's full custom, handmade knife. Very good lock. Yeah, people send me weird shit. This was sent to me. The guy didn't even tell me he was sending it to me. He didn't tell me what he was sending me. And his name online does not match his name on the box. I just happen to remember who it was, or I wouldn't have been able to figure that guy out. So, yeah, don't do that. Oh, I'm taking shots on TV. I didn't know I could do that. I'll take a shot of apple cider. Martinelli's apple cider. It's got kind of expensive, but man, it's good. Here's the knife we just did before. Let's see which one's sharper. 10V or Rex 45. My scientific testing of just cutting stuff. Wow, I feel the same. They're both really sharp. Feel the same. I do enjoy doing this though. It's fun. You're looking at my edge. Looks nice. What else we got? I got a K390 Delica I've never used, but doesn't mean it couldn't have an edge. That's kind of something. Or I think that's all I got left. I'm feeling pretty good. I had an edible, a 100 milligram edible a little bit ago. Starting to feel good. You know what I'm saying? Now, what do you guys want to do? What do you want me to do? Want to sharpen something Delica, or do you want to look at something like collection? Do you want me to talk about something? Buy 3 or 1. I'm still trying to figure that out myself, but if you don't care about a mirror, get 3. Yeah, I I don't know it well enough yet, honestly, but I'll get 3. Yeah, dude, Subvert. Where is my Subvert? Oh, there it is. Look at this stupid thing. Stupid awesome. Stupid. It's like 2 knives sandwiched together. It's like a frame lock knife that they put scales on the outside of. But you could take these scales off and it feel like a fucking knife already because their liners are ridiculous. They're big old pieces of titanium. Oh, I love this knife. So stupid, but it's so fun to play with. This made my knife of the day today. I can play with this. It's been a long time. Trying to remember to carry this more often. My favorite knife. I'm not scared to use it. It's a user. Look at that blade. Look how polished up I got it. It's been rubbed a few times with splits. Subvert knife of the year I didn't need but bought anyway. I 100% agree with that. I did not need it, but I bought it. Well, I bought it with a discount, but before they went on sale, they ended up going on sale for less than I got mine for at a discount. Uh, Everywhere for the Black Friday thing, map holiday, whatever. What knife can I show you? Here's one knife I'm not going to sharpen just yet because I don't know if I'm going to keep it. It's another Vero. I do like them. Slim Impulse, a Slim Pulse. Very good, very solid Vero. I only have 2. I used to have a lot more, but I downsized my collection significantly, but I kept the ones I like a lot. Maybe we should put a new edge on something. They're very sharpened. No, that's already pretty sharp. Ooh, I could sharpen it a little bit. It's not worth it. This is already sharpened. Ah. Damascus Stretch XL. Dude, that sounds pretty dope, to be honest. Stretch XL, I know I saw it. I like the stretch. I don't remember what the XL looks like, but if it's the same thing, that's a hell of a big knife. That's like a military. I like it. I like that a lot. Although the Damascus is just VG10 with coloring on it. It's not really Damascus or Dam Steel, but I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What's going on in the group? Let's see. There used to be drama all the time. It used to be crazy. Now it's not, which is a good thing, but it was entertaining. Tony Kim has a bunch of subscribers on YouTube. That's cool. That's going on in the group. So go follow Tony Kim's YouTube account. Victor Medina is eating Tillamook ice cream with this Lisboa. My two favorite things, Lisboa's and Tillamook ice cream. And he's eating waffle cone swirl, which is like, it's in my top 5 flavors. Might be number 3 or 4. It's Tillamook's is waffle cone swirl. It's good flavor. Let's see what else. I posted about what's your favorite knife of the year, and there's 223 comments on it. That's cool. I'll have to go read through that. Man, I gotta kick it into gear. I gotta lose like 30 pounds in the next 6 months. And I've been like slacking because I've been like pretending like, oh, it's December. I don't have to do anything. Oh, it's fine. Oh, I don't need to go to the gym. But come January, I've been putting it off. I have to go because I got to lose like 30 pounds before Blade Show. It's my deadline. I want to be a good weight for Blade Show, and I'm getting pretty serious about it. So I got to make something happen. Did pretty decent last year with my diet, but it's been hard with ice cream, especially as Tillamook. Oh, it feels so good. I just bought 3.5 gallons of it like an hour ago, and I just had a milkshake an hour ago. It was delicious. I love it. I don't know what it's made of, the Damascus. I would just look it up. I believe it's a printed pattern or it's a pattern somehow they put in the steel. I'm not sure what it is, but it's called like BG10 something something. So I believe it's something based on VG10 though. Yeah, me too. I went on meds 7 years ago. 7 years ago, I had a mental breakdown. I had to go on meds, and then I found out I have bipolar, and I did not take care of myself for a while, and I gained a ton of weight, and then it's hard to get it back off. So I've been struggling to get it off for the last 7 years. And I got down to this point 2 years ago, between 200 and 210 pounds, and I'll sometimes go a little over 210, and then I'll fight my way back down to 200, and I'll go back up. But I got to break out of that cycle and really just get back to my old weight because not being able to tie my shoes, like, I mean, I can tie, I can just like, shouldn't have to think about it more than just do it. But no, I go, take a breath before I do it because I got a gut. So, time to lose some weight. Cookies and cream till like, you know what? I don't know why I never get that one. That does sound good. What else? What else? Anyone else have a New Year's resolution or want to do anything different next year? Excited for next year? No? Okay. Okay, we'll wrap this up then. We'll do another one later. At midnight. It'll be fun. All right. Well, thank you for joining me again. We'll do it again. Bye bye.